Hi everybody, I'm Maria and welcome to my cozy kitchen. Today I'm going to make orange apricot scones with a not so traditional clotted cream. So I hope you enjoy the video and let's get started. First of all, I'm going to set my oven to the temperature of 375. Okay, in this bowl I'm going to put 2.5 cups of flour. I'm going to measure that out. Now a cup of flour, what I like to do here is just kind of irrigate my flour and dip my cup in and then swipe. Because a cup of flour that's lightly measured is different from something that's been packed. We want light, fluffy scones. And a half. Okay, along with that, we're going to put 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And a half teaspoon of salt. Okay, so what I like to do then is just kind of whisk those ingredients together. Okay, now we're going to incorporate the butter. And what I'm going to do is grate the butter. You want to make sure your butter is cold. That's why I'm taking it out of the refrigerator right now. And I'm going to grate the butter into the flour. Got the butter grated. I'm just going to incorporate the butter into the flour. After we do that, we're going to add 1/2 cup of sugar and 3/4 cup chopped apricots. We chopped them in cubes. And then we're going to incorporate that. The flour helps the apricots not stick together. So we'll make sure they're all coated. Now we're going to take 3/4 of a cup of half and half, and to that we're going to add 1 egg. And 1 tablespoon of orange zest. I have one of these microplaners, and I like it because it finally zests an orange, a lemon, or a lime. You take your fruit and you want to wash it first to get rid of any pesticides or anything like that on there. And then what I do, over a piece of wax paper here, you just rub it against this is the way I do it. I suppose there's many other ways you could do it. But I just get all that wonderful zest off the orange, and while you're doing it, it just smells amazing. And this is a large orange, so it'll probably give you about a tablespoon's worth of zest.
Is that why all of our oranges are always naked?
Yeah. I love orange. It smells so good. So now we're going to kind of mix that up a little bit. Make sure that egg yolk is broken. It doesn't want to break. Okay, there we go. Just kind of get that incorporated. Pour that over our batter or our flour. Just take a fork and gently incorporate the milk mixture and the flour together until it comes to a dough. And this might take a few minutes, but it'll work itself into a dough, a nice soft dough. It's going to be a little sticky, but it's kind of fun working with dough. It'll come together. See, it's starting to pull away from the sides. Okay, now we have a nice dough. I'm going to clean up a little bit. When we come back, I'll show you how I flatten it out and cut it into wedges so that we can bake them off. Okay, now we're back, and first of all, I'm going to use a Silpat here to pat my dough down. I like it because nothing sticks to it. If you don't have one of these, just a floured board is fine. But I just happen to have one of these. So I'm going to take some more flour and lightly sprinkle it on the top. And take my dough. I'm going to sprinkle some flour on top of that. You don't want to sprinkle a lot of flour, just as much as you need, because you don't want to toughen your dough. And I'm going to just gently pat the dough into a circle. Oh, I'd say maybe an 8-inch circle. Needs a little bit more flour. Seems like it takes forever, but these things take time, and it's going to be worth it. Okay, that looks like about an 8-inch circle. Just butter your knife so that it doesn't stick to the dough. So I'm going to cut this dough in half. I'm going to stick it in the flour again, and then half again. And basically I'm going to cut out 8 wedges. George and I would like them nice and big. Okay, I have a baking sheet here, and I've put a piece of parchment paper on it, and I'm going to put my scones on there very carefully. And space them about 1.5 inches or so apart, because they're gonna puff up more than spread out actually. If your little apricots pop out, just push them back in. Okay, we're about ready to put them in the oven. At this point, a lot of people will brush milk or cream on top and sprinkle with sugar, and that is an option, but today I'm going to do something a little different since I'm going to be serving these with clotted cream. Okay, we're back. Now we're going to make the not so traditional clotted cream. So first we'll start off with some softened cream cheese. This is 3 ounces. And I actually didn't have it out long enough, so I had to, you can kind of microwave it on very low for just a few seconds at a time. And then next, we're going to put sour cream. This is about 1/4 cup sour cream. And 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. And I'm going to sift that in. Powdered sugar has a lot of lumps. I sifted our powdered sugar, and I'm going to mix this till combined. Scrape the bowl. Okay. Now you're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. Whoop. Or a little more won't hurt. And this is a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. It's cold. And you have to do this last. And I remember one time I threw it all in there at the same time, and for some reason it just did not thicken. So we do this last. And then beat again.
Yeah.
All right. Now scrape the bowl down, and it makes a nice creamy mixture. Delicious. So we're going to be serving this with our scones. Well, we're all ready to have our tea. We have the orange apricot scones with the untraditional clotted cream. and orange marmalade to go with the flavors of the scones. And I have a hot pot of tea ready for George and I to have. And it's been a cold, chilly day, so this is going to be a nice little afternoon treat. Would you like some tea?
Oh, I would. What kind of tea? Okay, cut. Okay, what kind of tea are we gonna have? I can't go and turn this off, you know.
No, I can't quit laughing. Okay, this is the way we like to eat our scones. We get our scone, add some clotted cream to it, smear it over the top, and then add our orange marmalade.
Oh, baby, that looks good.
Mind you, we don't do this all the time.
Just on special occasions like when we're making the video.
Okay. Let me do mine and then we can taste at the same time.
All right, I can't wait.
Okay.
What kind of tea we got?
Oh, it's just some black tea.
Black tea. All right.
Okay, let's try it.
It's very good. Definitely worth the wait.
That's delicious. So we hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope to see you again on our next cooking adventure.